So I want to talk about the reality of life, the reality of perceived freedom, and slowing down. I just got done watching a documentary. Maybe the Romans weren't the best, but it talked about leisure time, and how they would not see our hustle bustle of working as much as we do as a flex. True self-love doesn't really exist in our society as as a community. We're not community based in self-love and love towards others. And the way you know that is that there's not leisure time to spend with your family, to do tai chi, to do qigong, to do pranayama, to do bastrika, to have a lot of time with friends. This hyper individualistic society slash tribal nationalist society um, doesn't really as well as it could. It's very, very well to become very, very wealthy, and it's some to become like upper middle class. Those are normally the people that enforce the slavery. Um, what I found through working over had to have been at least over 200 different gigs, because it's the gig economy, right? They're just pushing that you got to get like 2, 3, 4, 5 jobs to survive. So some of the gigs that I do have paid really well, but they're seasonal, but they're highly stressful. Um, so and some people can do amazing at it. It's really just the strength of the mind, body, and spirit. But my living conditions have not been the best, and um, living in a van is not horrible. It's just I do have a black mold problem growing in my particular van. But I can't afford the American dream. That's why I do it, you know? And since 2 years ago, after getting injured at the factory, kind of stuck with gig work and living in a van, because in order to have an apartment, your body needs to be capable of working full time so that you can actually be a productive member of an unhealthy society. The things I enjoy most are really just walking around and looking at nature, dancing, singing. At every job that I've ever done, I when I asked for better working conditions or better pay or proof of my commissions or proof of not being stolen from, I've always been retaliated against. And I keep seeing these things come up on my Facebook feed that nice people don't succeed in life. And I don't think that that's true. Because so many of those places that I worked at, I've gained so much knowledge and wisdom and seen different ways in which their company could 10x, that if simple things were implemented, like more respect, goal building, etc. But people always judge a book by its present cover of its suffering, and most people are just suffering, and they're in a suffering loop. So people just judge people. They think they're stupid. They think that they can be taken advantage of. They think that this person is not worthy of being an equal to me. The only way they will benefit me is if I can exploit them. And in the age of information, that's just simply not true. And people can feel that vibe. Now, when people know that when they let those people know that they can feel that vibe, they know that the other person's been found out, and that can cause issues. So a lot of people will play stupid and just accept their temporary fate. Hence why so many young people don't want to work. No, they work. They just hop jobs. They're looking for something that suits their soul better, because they realize that if eventually, if they're ever going to be free, they're going to have to become a creator and work for themselves. And to stay at a job that doesn't really serve the mind, body, spirit, soul, and finances, that it's absolutely worth it in the abundance of opportunity to try out many, many, many different things and become polyamorous with their work. Knowledge is power, but power hates it when you have knowledge, when you are the subject of exploitation. These systems will use state violence that are funded by your tax dollars to enslave you when you question your slavery, or you demand equal respect. We all see how the world operates. It operates under war, mineral extraction. We extract resources from other countries, and then we ourselves are extracted from at our workplaces. When we demand respect, we're met with hostility. It makes these things that we buy not even worth it. As once you actually demand real respect for yourself in pay, would not be stolen from, you're met with hostility. And then you ask, I lost my train of thought here, but it's exhausting. It's very exhausting. Hey, what's up, everybody? Maria, how you doing? How you doing, Mars? How you doing, Gene RP? I'm fine. I'm fine. I've been a lot worse. For a full year, I was in a constant level 10 pain without even moving my body. That was like a 7. My rib pops. I got slammed, uh, jujitsu style, by a police officer a couple days ago. I don't hate the guy, but I definitely don't respect him. Uh, I was trying to fix a pay dispute with an employer that was refusing to show me proof of my worth, my time, space, my life force, my blood, sweat, and tears. And yeah, it is what it is. I just look at it in a positive way. Like I was looking into, I did a day pass at UFC gym and was just kind of punching the punching bag gently, and that beat the hell out of me. And I actually, for everybody that truly cares about their mind, body, and spirit, I highly recommend looking into UFC gym, because not really for the fighting, but just for the longevity, um, um, healing centers that they have at those facilities. They have sauna, steam room, cold plunge, compression boots, massage. And I think everybody should, take become a sovereign being and, learn the arts of martial arts, because like it is a dangerous world, and the more you stand up for yourself and demand freedom, the more you're going to be met with opposition. Um Now against law enforcement, I just let him slam me to the ground, because, they've been known to execute people with guns for resisting arrest. So, and I didn't have like 10 people that had my back that could stop them in that time space. So, yeah, so I just had to deal with getting pummeled. The depressing part is that our tax dollars fund that brutality, which costs taxpayers more dollars when citizens have to go on disability. And that disability doesn't afford you what the economy demands out of your life force if you were to be working and to make that much. For most people, people can't survive on a salary alone. Because of the price of rent, cost of living. I had this idea, like we're so fearful and competitive against other countries. Like we have like national sports and nationalism and division. But what if everybody just instantly turned their home into an Airbnb? Like everybody on Earth at the same exact time, and just hopped countries or drove to different countries. Let's just say like they built a giant, the most biggest bridge that's ever existed from um, Alaska to Russia. You could drive and then create the roads double wide, and then everybody just lives in a double wide RV that would fill two because you got one lane. If the lane was twice as big and then it had slide outs, you'd have a ginormous house on wheels. And so every 6 months, you know what, fuck it, you could live in the house, or we could just get rid of like stagnant homes altogether and then just have the mobile homes on wheels. And then because like when people get wealthy, what do? They travel all over the world to experience their home planet, right? Realizing in the end that they are enslaved to their own country. And the countries, once they go to try to move, it costs all this money and resources. And what if the world's schools all started teaching all of the languages so that you could conversate with all the people? You know? I just feel so enslaved to the concept of this America that I've been living in. And I've seen over 1,000 videos in the last year going over the fact that we're really just modern day slaves. We wake up, we go to work. Back then, you were a slave. You had food, you had water, you had housing. Now you work, but you still can barely afford food, water, and housing. And that's just 1,000 videos in the last month, shorts. And people are tired. People are fucking tired. I realize that's why so many people are not happy. They're miserable because they realize that this fact has spread. This fact has spread. And it creates such a negative vibration on Earth for everybody. Oh, fuck. Oh, 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 fuck, that hurts. I'm starting to wonder if people are just living like full time off of our taxes. Like, what if actually people that are just living full time off of our taxes, that don't work, that are actually telling us and making us guilty that we don't want to work when we're the ones that have been injured by the system? I don't know. I just want to tell about my experience yesterday. So I came to this beautiful park that I'm at right now, and I just watched the turtles sun basking. Um, it's like this little park, and there's like it's like a man-made water, but there's like a man-made waterfall. Um, I actually have a couple beautiful experiences to share about it, but um, the geese were all coming up to me. The turtles were coming up to me, and I was just really present. I was just really present. I allowed myself to just relax and slow down. I pushed myself the first or set. I can't remember if I worked 1 or 2 days after my injury, but I um I have to give myself rest because I just realized that I am a financial slave, and if my body needs rest, I need to rest, and if I end up going broke because I don't work, then there'll just be other ways to figure out to survive. I can get help from groups of people that have compassion, or I'll figure it out. I've been homeless, living van life now for about 8 years. It's not a bad life if you have air conditioning in the front and the back. I haven't had those luxuries. I've just had bad luck with life and situation. But life is a learning process, and I've tried to maintain respect and dignity for myself by standing up for myself and, you know, asking for what I'm worth. But when it comes to money, no one's ever really going to respect you. Even in a lot of relationships, people feel they're never absolutely respected for their true worth. In like relationships, just like marriages, friendships. That's not true for everybody, I don't believe. I believe that there are people that there's different levels that people and sometimes people are stuck in trauma, so they become worse than they were. Oftentimes the system is the cause of all the issues in the system, and those issues are created to perpetuate the system. Because poor people are needed in order to keep and people that enforce slavery are needed to keep people that have an absorbent amount in power. It doesn't have to be like that because the people can be in power and have compassion. They'd probably feel better about themselves if they did that. There'd be less anger towards them. Like if I was there, I'd buy everybody a harmonica. It's small, they could fit it in their pocket. And the world needs more song and dance. It really does. It needs more people individually to create music, song and dance to like cherish the simple things in life. And when you breathe into a harmonica, you're using a lot of breath. So in order to really, play for an hour straight on a harmonica, I'm gonna grab my harmonica. I totally forgot that I had a harmonica. I saw it the other day. Oh, I forgot. I know. I thought. Oh, just give me a second. Oh, nice. I found it. Ugh. I don't even get to enjoy the things that I've worked for because there's not a place for everything and it's just stashed away. That's why I desperately need a vehicle that's like 4 feet longer and has air conditioning so that I can just kind of tune the world out, tune the internet out, and just start playing the instruments that I have and utilize the workout equipment that I have and, you know. Um, yeah, I'm so glad I found this. Wow. It's crazy how you can totally forget things because you're so wrapped up in survival. Find new hobbies and then you don't have time for them. Try to find hobbies to keep yourself preoccupied, to find joy in life, simple joy. So I told a story the other day in the workplace that I got fired from. And it's funny because I always, if I know that I'm being stolen from, I always follow social norms in workplaces until I know that I'm being disrespected or stolen from. And then once I realize I'm being stolen from, I'll push the boundaries a little bit and just just see, like, because like a lot of people will get offended about things that you're not meaning to offend them for, but in order to expand their consciousness, you'll bring things up, and you'll just want to see like how they respond. So, I was working for this place called Petition King, and I asked to see the proof of my work. You know, proof of work is how you know you're not getting robbed. And I told the story, you know, of how I was human trafficked from my mother because she was a nudist, because she wanted equal rights as men to have her shirt off when she was in the park. And, you know, um, a man got upset. A man got upset about that, right? It's funny how it's always men that get upset about that kind of thing. Like, imagine being born out of your mother's vagina as a woman, and then you can't even have your fucking shirt off, gentlemen. Imagine that shit. I'd have been locked in jail just like my mother. Because being naked is not inherently sexual. That's why there's nudists. If you look up on Facebook, there's thousands of nudist communities in nudist beaches all over our earth. And our disconnection with nature, like, we're not even real humans anymore because we were born from mothers that were hated for being connected with nature, which is nurture. It's blasphemy. It really is. Took my shirt off at the park yesterday. It was the best feeling in the world. Like, I have this new shirt. I highly recommend it. I see the women are really you know, trying to feel the breeze on their breast. I don't know, it's like a netting shirt. Oh, I'm wearing it actually. It's a little chilly out, so that's why I got the jacket on. But men, I 100% recommend this shirt right here. Um, it just feels so good. It actually helps relax you. When you feel the wind on your chest, it feels really good. It feels like it helps ground you. It helps you feel present because feeling the wind on your body is also grounding, you know, and the sunshine on your body. And so the sun can get through here. And what I've found is I actually won't get sunburned if I wear something like this. I didn't get sunburned yesterday because I drank 2 gallons of water. I was out in the sun the whole day without a shirt on, and I didn't get sunburned at all. And, oops, I don't know, where's my little harmonica? Oh my goodness, there's so much junk in my vehicle. Um,
How you doing, buddy?
why are you coming up to talk to me?
Well, I'm a broke down, my friend. If you know anybody, can you give me the number I can call? If you know.
Oh, you're broken down?
Yeah, the car is the birds are right there.
What's wrong with it?
Oh, it doesn't start.
Doesn't start? Is the
Yeah,
battery dead?
yeah. I put a new battery and then I try to start it up. Start it up.
Do,
There's another battery dead.
do you just need a jump? Do you,
No, no, no. I don't think so. It's gonna jump is some apart. I need a mechanic to exactly tell me what is the
Oh,
problem is. I buy the part and give him money to his labor.
okay.
If you need know somebody can come over, I can pay for it.
Do you have a cell phone?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know a local mechanic.
Uh,
But if you go on Facebook Marketplace, you can find one.
no,
Um,
it's too hard today because it's a Saturday already. Tomorrow is Sunday.
no, those guys will they'll work anytime because they don't get enough work.
Really?
Yeah. Well, the people, the mobile mechanics
Uh-huh.
that post on Facebook.
Yeah. That kind of mechanic I'm looking for.
Yeah.
They're gonna check them up with the computer. What is the exactly problem? I can buy the part. They're gonna.
I would also call all the churches in the area
Uh,
and ask them for help. Just call all the churches. Like, just start calling them all. Leave messages.
uh-huh.
Um, any religion, it doesn't matter which one, because at the end of the day, if they really care about what they're preaching, they'll help you.
Okay, we try, my friend.
I just don't know how to fix it.
No.
I
I don't
don't.
wanna touch it either. I just put the new battery last night.
It could be a starter. It could be a starter.
It doesn't pick it up. It's go to then
Uh,
another.
Look at YouTube. Look at where your starter is located. Sometimes if you tap your starter with a wrench,
Oh,
it'll knock loose and then it'll start.
maybe I'm not sure. Maybe it's a starter or something.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Well, well.
Oh, let me know if you find somebody. I'm still here.
Okay.
Oh, because I did not call anybody. I'm thinking maybe I can take the battery out or take a battery, buy another battery because I'm pay for this $220 last night. The battery was a 2 year warranty.
Yeah.
They're gonna change me a battery. The battery.
So when I did that, it was what was it? What was it? It could be that sometimes there's this trick. You can look it up. I can't remember, but you can there's a starting solenoid.
Okay.
Sometimes just make sure that your hand's not touching the metal like you use like your thing. If you put um a metal on each side of the starting solenoid, there's a positive and a negative. It'll start. You'll just turn your key to the starting, and then it'll start right up.
Wow.
Yeah, it's called a starting solenoid. It could be the starting solenoid, the starter. Look that up and figure out where your starting solenoid is on YouTube. You might actually be able to fix it yourself.
Maybe,
Save.
maybe doesn't know it's a car, you know.
Yeah, I would help you if I could, but I got brutalized by the police 2 days ago, so my back and my neck and my ribs are in a lot of pain.
Oh, I'm sorry, my friend.
Yeah, it happens all the time. They only care about keeping the people in power that
Yeah,
steal
the
our
police came
wages.
like at 10 o'clock last night and they gave me a light over here, like this. I came out and he asked me, why you stay here? I'm sorry, my friend, I'm a broken down. He said, go call him up and if you not, we're gonna call a tow truck that took your car. I say, I'm here, I'm not going home. I need to take the car my home.
Yeah, that's the issue. They don't really the police don't protect and serve you. They only
Nothing.
protect and serve
No.
they only protect and serve the corporate elite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They say we are close. We have to leave.
They will literally
Yeah.
because they don't give a shit.
No, they don't give a shit.
That's the society we live in. So what you got to do is you got to get community. You got to call all the churches.
Yeah.
Go on Facebook Marketplace, ask for a mobile mechanic. They'll come out. If you're limited on money, you have YouTube. YouTube could probably show you what the problem is. The question is, do you have enough money for the starter, or it's either a starter most likely, or or um or an alternator, or the starting solenoid. You could get those for about 120 bucks, one or two, and if one doesn't work, you can take it out, return it.
Well, the battery is brand new. I try to push the gas, push the gas. Even I bring the more gas and put a gallon from Chevron gas station. I put another gallon because the gas gauge is low. Now the another battery is dead because I try. Maybe starter.
It's probably the starter.
Probably the starter.
Yeah. Um. So yeah, don't give up. Your cell phone. Do you have to pay for the minutes?
I have a cell phone in the charging over there.
Just start calling on the mobile mechanics, and if you're low on money,
Go to the YouTube, right?
yeah, go to the YouTube if you want to fix it yourself.
Yeah.
If you feel confident, because you can get a set of tools, or a mobile mechanic. Talk to a couple of them. Just start messaging all of them.
Okay.
Um,
I do that.
and if they try to tow your vehicle and you have any interactions with the police, always record it so you can show everybody else in society
Yeah.
how you're being treated, because it's important that people know how they treat you and how they would rather you just be in a homeless shelter than actually
Like
help
a
you.
wasting money. Tow truck is charging like a 200 minimum, 200 bucks for this car.
Yeah, yeah,
They charge, they know cheap, they're expensive.
they're too expensive.
Expensive, they charge
Yep.
minimum like a 200, maybe 250. They take it to the shop, then I have to talk to them, go to the shop, look for a shop, they're gonna fix this car
Yeah.
around here, or maybe someone there open, or maybe big shop, I have to take away. Because right here is the problem. They couldn't let me go to park here all night.
Yeah. So I'll drive over there and I'll take a listen to it. Maybe I could tell you what I think. I've had the issue 2 or 3 times.
I know.
I'll try to help you.
Yeah,
I'll
please.
I'll meet you over there. I'll meet I'll
Let
meet
me
you.
know what's going on.
I can't say for certain because I'm not a real mechanic, but if I have an idea, I'll try to give you my best advice.
Let's see, we're gonna try you figure out some time, my friend.
Oh,
Let's see, we're gonna try it.
okay.
We're gonna show you something.
Yep. All right, we're gonna go try to help this guy because they're gonna try to tow his vehicle and make him homeless. All right, y'all. Have a beautiful rest of your day.